Welcome to the arrivals at the end of leg 3 for the Ocean Race Europe, and next up it is the turn of AmberSail 2. We've already seen, well, most of the fleet of the VO65s finished. We've got 2 more VO65s on the course. There goes AmberSail 2 now, and that is them, I think, just coming through the line, which has caught pretty much everybody off guard. And Abby, there's a very good reason for that. I mean, the speed that this boat has come through the line shows just how much that wind has changed. Plus, from a very different angle as well. They were sort of approaching that one on starboard, on the same line that the other teams were approaching it on port. Well, we're just going to come back to Abby in just a moment, but if you've just joined us, that is AmberSail 2 across the finish line. This is the tracker just showing the speed. I mean, 9 knots for AmberSail 2. If you've been following any of the other teams coming across the line, it's been a much more sedate affair. But AmberSail 2 across the finish line, very different breeze now, blowing a lot more from the east, and certainly quite a bit stronger. Meaning that we've got quite a bit more speed on board this boat. Behind them, as AmberSail 2 just furl up their masthead code 0 to start making their way into the harbour after a very long and arduous final offshore leg in the Ocean Race Europe. Behind them, the Austrian Ocean Race project is coming into the finish line, well, from the southwest. And if you know anything about sailing, if the breeze has shifted to the right, as you can see there by the yellow track of AmberSail 2, just how much it has turned round to the right. If it has, that means that, unfortunately, for the Austrian Ocean Race project, they've set themselves up on what will be a pretty long beat to the finish, something that they were trying to avoid by going left and staying in the breeze. So right now they're showing that the wind has also gone right. You can see that little wiggle in their track. They're sailing upwind at the moment on starboard. So they've got a few ways to go. And just while we're on the tracker, let's just pull out and we will have a little look and see what's to come. It's a little way off. The Austrian Ocean Race project are going to come across the finish line, and we will come back for them. But coming out, this will be later on today with offshore Team Germany leading in the IMOCA 60s, and it is quite a lead. It is a long way behind them before we start to get to the 4 other IMOCA 60s. So offshore Team Germany coming in with 11 knots. And look at the distance there. 11th Hour racing next, then it's linked out Bureau Valet and then Coram. But those 4 boats at the moment sailing out towards the east in good breeze, 10 knots, almost 11 knots for the leaders, 11 knots for Bureau Valet, and then shortly they'll be wanting to tack over. But almost a game of chicken with those 4 boats. No one wanting to tack first and then have the rest of the fleet just sit on top of them. So offshore Team Germany are looking set to win the IMOCA 60s. Then it will be the turn of these 4. But before we get to any of that, it will be the Austrian Ocean Race project. Before we go, let's just take a look at the scores and just see what that finish has meant. So AmberSail 2 has now crossed the finish line in the position that we predicted them to be. So the only next VO65 to finish will be the Austrian Ocean Race project. It is going to be a provisional event, a provisional result. You never really know what's going to happen, but 99% certain that barring any protest or any shocking events out on the water, these will be the scores at the end of leg 3 and the scores going into the coastal race on Saturday. Sailing Poland still with a chance of the win. Viva Mexico in last place, but still very much with a chance of climbing the scoreboards. AmberSail 2 then across the finish line. 1 more VO65 to finish, and then a good ways behind that, the IMOCA 60. We're going to take a break, and we will be back with the next VO65 to finish, which will be the Austrian Ocean Race project. We'll see you soon.